show. So I have a question, and we're gonna wrap up. I just have a question. You said something. You said a way to get on is to come at pretty much the popular people of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna go to OG. I kind of have a two-part. One, would you say that was OG's tactic when it came to Evelyn?
No.
And then the other question is whether or not you guys are still in contact today, you and OG.
Yes, still talk to OG. No, OG really legitimately came on that show being herself. Now, let me just tell you guys something else. When they were like putting OG through the casting process, one of the producers came up to me and said, she's ugly and she doesn't dress well. Wait till you get inside and see what she has on. And the first thing that came to my mind was, that's exactly how the fuck y'all did me. You know, this is bullshit. You know, this is some bullshit right here. And so, I don't know, OG's mad cool and I'm glad we are friends, but I don't necessarily know that I would have been as concerned with being her friend had they not said that. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, y'all trying to make it so nobody don't like her. And that's not cool, because that's exactly what y'all did to me. So it became my mission of like, yo, she cool to me.
It was very gratifying too. I was so glad she was doing it. I was so glad.
Yes. So, but it helped that she really was a cool ass chick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I just think that by the time OG came on board, I was checked out. So I wasn't really as much of an alliance as she may have needed to stay in that situation, because nobody was willing to fight for her. Right. And I've always been a person that's like, right is right and wrong is wrong. It's not about who's popular, who's whatever. You know, it's like right is right and wrong is wrong. And everything that they did to OG was wrong. Like, I saw it with my own eyes. It's not something that she's fabricating. It's not like, she's making up stuff. It was wrong how they treated that girl and how they did that girl legitimately. And that is the honest to God truth. So by the time that I left, it was really her against the world, because nobody was really messing with her, because she didn't back down. She has a very clear point of view and she has a clear sense of self. You know what I mean? And when somebody doesn't have that, they're very insecure around somebody who does. And so they weren't going to like OG. They weren't going to like her, because she caused them to look at themselves and see where their inadequacies fell. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so it's unfortunate, because I think she's excellent TV. I think she would have been good for the show. I did not watch the season that I wasn't on, but I did see clips when they would end up on the blogs. And, there was such a teachable moment for them to like address what OG was concerned about.
And they refused to.
They just tried to minimize her feelings, her concerns, and act like she was crazy. And that's not true. I saw it at the beginning of what they were doing to her. So she was right. They just didn't want to take accountability. And so, the quickest thing to do when, you are in a position of power to do so and you don't like somebody is get rid of them. And that's ultimately what ended up happening to OG, which should not have. Like right now, OG should be on that show with those girls.
So I have a question, and we're going to